Okay, so today I am going to do a tag, which, I wasn't really going to do because I really thought, like, who the heck is just going to want to hear my tag? I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. But I have had tags requested, and so I don't know. The ones that were requested, though, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do. And since kind of the whole point of a tag is to get to know the person better anyways, I felt like the perfect one for me to start out with was my perfect imperfections. That's something that I'm going to talk about. Wow, this whole video is really scattered, but that's something that I'm going to talk about more as I do videos. You'll find that something that, I struggled with a lot. I was really bullied growing up. It's something that I struggled with. I actually left school to homeschool because of that. And I went through some really awkward stages. Not saying that I'm still not awkward. I'm just saying I went through some really awkward stages. So, and I struggle with, feeling okay with who I am. That's why I deliberated putting videos on YouTube for 5-6 months. I deliberated for a really long time because I was terrified of being made fun of. I was terrified of people saying mean things, but I kind of... Oh, what happened? That's weird. Sorry. My husband, he made it, he said to me, because I work in the entertainment industry also, and he was like, the more that you work, and even if you weren't working, he was like, people just are going to be mean. He's like, so why not do what you feel like doing and what you feel like you should be doing, just because you're scared of people being rude. Like, they're just going to be rude anyways. So, yeah, so the tag I'm going to start with, all of that to come back to say, is my perfect imperfections. So I'm going to start off with 3 things that I do not like about myself, and then I'll say 3 things that I do like about myself. So the first thing I do not like about myself, but has gotten so much better, is my skin. If you watched my clear skin video, then I told you that I actually used to have flawless skin, like Nicole Kidman skin, and I didn't have a pimple on my face till I got my period when I was 18, and when that happened, it devastated me. I went from walking around, and even though I was awkward, I still got compliments a lot on my skin, to people asking me what was wrong, to everybody suggesting what I should use on my skin, which if you have acne, like, that's the most devastating thing, because now we got to talk about the problem on my face. Now you're going to give me a suggestion when I've already tried everything under the sun. It's devastating, and it's just horrible. So that would be the first thing, but I can actually say it's only kind of something I hate now because I'm coming out of it, and I'm feeling more and more confident every single day because it is getting better. So anyone out there that's struggling with acne, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm seeing it. So, okay, the second thing that I don't like is my butt. So I never liked my butt. I remember being like 6 years old in gymnastics and dance and all that stuff, looking at my butt being like, why do I have cellulite? I'm 6! Didn't even make sense. I've never been fat, but I've always had cellulite. I can't get rid of it. You can go ahead and try to suggest creams, but I've tried them. So that was already worse than, bad enough by itself that I struggled with cellulite forever. But then when I was 16 years old, I underwent hip surgery. I actually have been a dancer my whole life, and only recently have I stopped dancing because I also had to have a knee surgery. So I'm just kind of a mess, and I'm not dancing anymore. I'm deciding to just focus on really one of my loves, which is acting, and producing and stuff like that. But yeah, so I stopped dancing, and yeah, I had my hip surgery, okay? And it left me, the right side of my hip really atrophied, which for those of you that don't know what atrophy is, it hangs, it's gross, it's fat, so it's not fun. That made the insecurities about my butt, 10 times worse. So, okay, the third thing that I don't like about myself, okay, 2 things tied for the third slot, but I'm not going to tell you what the thing that tied was. So I'll just pick the one. This is going to sound weird, but maybe not. You may totally see it. I have it's actually funny I'm wearing a scarf when I'm telling you this because I did not mean to. I have not a double chin, but I don't have a chin. It just kind of bleh. And I know as I get older that it's just going to hang and hang and hang, and I don't know. I just don't like it. If I get at a certain angle, I look like an alien and it just hangs, and I hate it. So I've learned the angles to work with, but I don't like it. So, okay, now on to the 3 things that I like about myself. This is more fun and happy. I don't have to obsess about my face anymore. Okay, So the first thing that I like about myself is that I have a flat stomach, that I don't gain weight there. And yeah, it's just genetics. Just like how my butt's genetics, a flat stomach is just genetics. I like that. The second thing I like is I like my smile. Sometimes I think it looks awkward in pictures, but I spent a long time really upset about my teeth, just like with my skin, and my family couldn't afford it at first, so I got braces a little later, and I got my teeth late. Like, I was just a really late bloomer, so there were a lot of factors that went into it. So I got my braces, and when they came off, I was so happy. My mom always jokes, she's like, show those $5,000 teeth, or $5,000 teeth to everyone. Like, she's like, smile. It's a joke, but not really. And the third thing that I like about myself, and this has only been recently in life, I don't know what happened, but my hair. I really like my hair. I feel like it's finally come into like its own. I went through years of like, I'm actually a blonde naturally. I don't know if that's weird to admit that on YouTube. Well, whatever, it's a beauty channel. So I'm actually a blonde, but I went dark and my hair is so much healthier. I found some really great products for it. I know now how to make my hair last for like 3 or 4 days. It's so quick for me to do. It just is shiny. I don't know what happened. Everything just kind of came together for my hair. So that's at least good. So those are the 3 things that I like. To close this out, guys, I just want to say in regards to the first part of the video, if there's something you're struggling with that is, you don't like it, but it's usually temporary, like acne or something like that, you really, guys, focus on the second half of your list, like whatever it is that you do like, flaunt it, you know what I mean? So it was like, my skin was freaking out. I had to try to fix my hair, okay, let's do my hair, let's do that. Focus on your good traits. And ultimately, I think Bub said this in her video anyways, true beauty cannot be hidden, It's the same thing with ugliness. And I mean ugliness like in the heart and beauty in the heart. It can't be hidden, so just let it shine through and people will see that. And yeah, everyone has something that they don't like about themselves, so take heart in that and just focus on the things that you do like. Focus on the second half of this tag for yourself. So, have a great day, everyone. Feel beautiful, spot the things that you like about yourself, and let's love one another, okay? Let's not be the people that pick on other people and make them feel badly about themselves just to make ourselves feel better. Let's love one another. Let's lift each other up because it's only going to make you feel better anyways, and just no bullying. Love each other, okay? All right, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.